Diego Barahona, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Pine Log newspaper.
My name is Abigail Bernard, and I'm the managing editor here at the Pine Log newspaper.
My name is Meredith Bench, and I'm a photographer for the Pine Log.
I'm a staff videographer at the Pine Log.
Aziman Hades, and I'm a social media coordinator here for the Pine Log.
Amy Rockmore, and my title is Director of Student Publications, and I also serve as the advisor to the Pine Log newspaper.
5 weeks ago, me, Abby, and Lainey Wise, the Stonefort Yearbook editor-in-chief, were called into Miss Rockmore's office, where we were given news that the Pine Log newspaper would be moving away from Student Affairs umbrella to a Department of Media and Communications, and that the 100th copy of the Stonefort Yearbook would be the final one in print.
Being a student journalist has really helped me develop who I am as a person. Growing up, I was really shy, very timid, and very much an introvert, and I didn't like to be around a lot of people. But becoming a student journalist has really helped me develop, I kind of call it a split personality almost, because the true me, I'm very shy. I still don't like to talk to people in big groups. But then there's a part of me that is a student journalist, and I can turn that part of my brain on and kind of forget that I'm shy and just go for it being a student journalist and really push to get the story and to get the job done, because that is my job.
I just love the experience. I love going up to people and being like, you know, can I get a picture of you for the Pine Log? Can I get a picture of you for the yearbook? And just, you know, getting to know everyone on campus, because I found so many friendships by getting into the Pine Log, not just from my Pine Log coworkers.
I think my favorite thing about the Pine Log is just the culture of our organization. Our students, they work very hard, but they also have a lot of fun. They hang out in our space, they get to know each other, they network, they help each other on their other classes and other projects. They just spend a lot of time together. So even though they're doing important work for the university and for the Pine Log itself, they also are engaged in a way that's unique to our students, because they're all doing the same job and they all know it's difficult and they all support each other in doing that. So I like hanging out with them. They've usually got some crazy board game going on in their little lounge area, or just joking around, and I just love being around the students and helping them learn, but also just being here as a support for them, because they are student journalists, but most importantly they're just students at SFA.
Pine Log move, looking at my staff. I'm excited to see what it brings. The Department of Media and Communications has been, you know, coming to us with open arms and open doors. In reality, it's going to bring a lot of benefit to us as we're closer to people that understand what it's like to work in journalism.
It's been such a good experience, and just I also fallen more in love with what I wanted to do in the future. So my favorite part is, like I said, like I love just talking to people, and when I'm recording reels for the Pine Log about asking a question, I meet so many cool people, and even after we're done like filming my little snippet, we just have a conversation. Like, I feel like we're all just like one big family, just like, oh my god, like this happened today or this happened today, and just like I say I have a good relationship with everyone in the Pine Log. It's just like I said, like one big family.
My favorite part of working for the Pine Log is the people I meet, like whether it's an interviewee or just like some coworkers. It's the main reason why I'm still here. Now the work part, I don't really care, but the people.
Really, I enjoy all of it. So I started off as a photographer, and I had a big passion for that. So after doing that, I moved on to become a writer about 2 months in, and then last January I became a news editor, and now I'm the editor-in-chief. And the reason why I kind of worked through all that is because even though originally I liked taking photos of everything, as the semester went on, I had a lot of ideas for different stories and realized that things that I was really passionate about going on campus were really niche things. And so being able to write about those things and put my passions out there was really something that was important to me. And so now, being able to be that person that can help future journalists and, in both the creative process by giving them story ideas and like features where they have to go out to talk to people and providing them with the resources that they need. So just overall being able to be a point of contact and a point of reference that is able to provide a lot of resources that are helpful.
I love working at the Pine Log. It is so much fun. I think sometimes we have way too much fun, but I love hanging out with all my friends. I love that my friends are my coworkers, and we get to talk about everything. We get to talk about classes we don't like. We get to talk about homework issues that we're having, and we even talk just about our daily lives and things that are going on at home. And the Pine Log is just a safe place for all of its members, and I really love being a part of it.
It might surprise some people, but neither myself nor anyone else that works at SFA has a say or a hand in what the students decide to cover in the newspaper. So there is no one telling the Pine Log, you need to write a story about XYZ. And maybe even more importantly, there's nobody telling the Pine Log that they aren't allowed to write a story about XYZ. That's a very important foundational tenet of not only our publication, but all student media, at least at public institutions, because it's dictated by the First Amendment of the Constitution. So our student journalists have the same rights and responsibilities as any other journalist in the nation.
December 6, 2024, the Pine Log staff packed up their office in preparation of being moved during the Christmas break. When the staff returns, they will be in a new office in the Buoyant Building, across the street from the Baker Patillo Center, where the Pine Log staff once called their home. The staff will continue to produce unbiased stories, videos, and photos for other students across SFA. The Pine Log covered the first 100 years of the university and will continue to cover the next 100.